Well, let's return to our focus of the many questions that have been raised about the encounter in which 8 SIMI men were killed in Madhya Pradesh after they broke out of jail. Did they surrender? How did the escape from jail even happen? The latest information coming in may give some answers. Srinivasan Jain joins us for more on this. Vasu, you have the details of the post-mortem report?
That's right. Thanks very much indeed. We are at the moment outside the Gandhi Medical College in Bhopal. This is where the post-mortem was performed, and we were able to talk to our sources here to access key details of the post-mortem report of the 8 men. Now, what we're learning is that all 8 have died due to gunshot injuries. That's confirmed. But all have a minimum of at least 2 bullet wounds, if not more. So they've been hit by bullets multiple times. Now, what we've learnt is that the bullet wounds are in all parts of the body, but most of them are above the waist. That is, they're in the chest and in the head. Now, this is significant only because it raises questions about the nature of the police retaliation. Normally, you're expected to fire below the waist if you want to contain somebody, unless they're posing lethal threat to you. Remember that what the police have said is that amongst those police who were injured, they were basically injuries through blunt instruments. So was it really required for the police to fire above the waist? That's another question thrown up by this post-mortem report. Also, what we're learning is that in 4 cases, the bullets have passed through. That is, they've gone through the body. In 4 cases, the bullet fragments have been found within the body. Also, according to the doctor who performed the post-mortem, who we spoke to, he said the bullets seem to have been fired from all directions, including from the back. So again, there will be questions about the nature of the police attack on these men. What was the real purpose behind it? Now, another crucial question is about the proximity when the firing took place, because if the proximity was very close, that again raises questions about the nature of the so-called encounter. For that, though, we'll have to wait, because that will require the clothes of the men to be tested, and that testing will happen in a forensic sciences laboratory somewhere in Madhya Pradesh, and that may take some time to come in. Now, that is as far as the post-mortem report is concerned. That is as far as the encounter is concerned, which continues to raise many, many questions, despite the fact that a number of political authorities, including the Minister of State for Home and Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the Chief Minister here, has said that those questions should not be raised. The other question, of course, which continues to haunt this entire episode is that of the jailbreak and how exactly that took place. How did these 8 men manage to slip out of this Bhopal Central Jail, this supposedly high security jail with layers and layers of security, of walls and CCTVs and prison guards and so on? Was this a case of some kind of a mess up, or was there something more? Was this perhaps even an inside job? Here is our special report on the jailbreak and the many questions that continue to surround it.
Viewed from Google Earth, Bhopal Central Jail is like a box within a box within a box. The barracks housing close to 30 hardened SIMI prisoners inside the final box. On its website, the jail proudly displays its ISO certificate.
But in just a few hours on that Diwali night, all those claims unraveled as 8 SIMI accused in 3 blocks, A, B and C, managed to pick their locks and come out of their barracks. 3 of them part of a similar jailbreak 3 years ago.
Even so, there are 2 sentries assigned to each block on a 4-hour shift.
But as NDTV has learned that because of Diwali, the alertness levels were little low and also the patrolling was a little light that night.
As the jail guards Rama Shankar Yadav and Chandan Ahirwar made their rounds, one was waylaid and brutally killed, one was tied up. The memory still traumatic to Ahirwar.
But यादव जी की कोई यादगार कुछ कहना चाहिए उनके बारे में?
The men then scaled 3 walls, 2 of them 18 foot high, the third and final wall 25 foot high, all undetected. For this, they improvised a ladder from bed sheets and wooden planks. Astonishingly, the jail minister admits CCTV cameras that covered this route were not working that night.
मंत्री जी, कहा जा रहा है कि सीसीटीवी जो थी वो कुछ कैद कर पाई क्या?
हाँ, कुछ फोटो तो उसमें है, लेकिन हो सकता है कि एक आध सीसीटीवी कैमरा खराब हो गया हो.
A guard posted on the watchtower who could have easily spotted them did not raise the alarm, the suspicion that he was asleep. The minister says she doesn't rule out an inside job.
क्या आपको लगता है कि अंदर से भी किसी ने उनको हेल्प किया, जेल के किसी लोगों ने?
अब ये तो जांच में ही सामने आएगा कि अंदर से भी सहायता मिली है, और अगर अंदर से सहायता मिली है और जांच में सामने आता है तो उसे निश्चित रूप से सजा मिलेगी और बर्खास्त किया जाएगा.
But a top jail official, however, says that given the number of SIMI accused packed into this jail, a disaster was waiting to happen.
मध्य प्रदेश के पूरे सिमी के आतंकवादियों को एक साथ रखना, कहीं ना कहीं एक जगह पर रखने से उनके षड्यंत्र वगैरह बनने का कार्य हुआ. हम लोग सदैव प्रयासरत रहे कि उनको अलग अलग जेलों पर रखा जाए, परंतु
नहीं रख पाए. सिमी के कितने लोग थे टोटल आपके जेल में?
29 आतंकवादी जेल में परिरुद्ध थे. यदि प्रदेश की अन्य केंद्रीय जेलों में परिरुद्ध होते तो संभवतः इस तरह की घटना नहीं हो पाती. खंडवा ब्रेक के बाद में निर्णय लिया गया
कि सारे लोगों को एक ही भोपाल सेंट्रल जेल में रखा जाए.
With Manas Singh and camera person Xavier, Srinivasan Jain in Bhopal for NDTV.